Hello, my name is Miss Wofford, and I'm a math coach and a math interventionist at Lincoln Heights Elementary School in Spokane Public Schools. Thank you for joining me today. I'm looking for kindergarten mathematicians. So kindergartners, join me at the screen. All we need today is you. Let's get started. Our learning target for today is I can describe the numbers I see. Mathematicians have to be able to communicate with each other, so it's important that we can talk numbers. It's also important that we can visualize or picture numbers in our head. Dot patterns can help us with this. If you've worked with me in the past, you might remember that we've done this before. I'm going to flash you some dot patterns very quickly, and I want you to tell me how many dots you see. How many dots did you see? Let's check. Did you say 2? Tell a friend what you saw. Let's check. 4. Get ready. How many dots? Let's check. Did you think I was trying to trick you? I wasn't. 0 is a very important number, so we need to be able to recognize when we don't see any dots. That would be 0. What did you see? Did you say 5? That's that kindergarten number we love so much. What did you see? Let's check. Did you say 3? How many dots did you see? Let's check. Did you say 6? How many dots did you see? Let's check. 1. Nice job. Dots are one way for us to picture numbers in our brain, but we have other ways to picture numbers in our brain too. Let's see if you remember this tool. Do you remember what this is called? I heard some of you out there saying a 5 frame. If you said that this was a 5 frame, you're right, and I want you to kiss your brain. Nice job, kindergartners. This is a 5 frame, and it's one way that we can organize numbers in our head. Go ahead and show me 5 on your fingers. That's that really important kindergarten number 5. What if you added another 5? So we have 5 and 5. What is 5 plus 5? What happens when we put 5 and 5 together? I hear some of you telling me that 5 and 5 make 10, and you're right. We're going to do that today with our 5 frame. We're going to take the 5 frame and we're going to add another 5 frame to it. So if I have a 5 frame and a 5 frame, just like your fingers, 5 and 5 make 10, I'm going to turn my 5 frame into a 10 frame. Mathematicians often like to double check. So let's double check that this is in fact a 10 frame. Let's count. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a 10 frame. We counted that by ones. Let's count it by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We double checked. Mathematicians often double check. This is a 10 frame, and we're going to be using the 10 frame today for our lesson. We're going to start by, I'm going to fill that top 5 frame with red. See how I filled that top of the 5 frame with red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. What if I add 1 yellow? So I have 5 and 1 more. How many dots do I have? I can hear some of you saying 6. 5, 6. 5 and 1 more makes 6. What if I add another yellow dot? How many will I have then? I have 5 red and 2 yellow. 5, 6, 7. 7 is 1 more than 6. What if I add another yellow? How many will I have? How many dots do I have? Tell a friend or a stuffed animal. Did you tell your friend 8? Well, let's see. I have 5 red and 3 yellow. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're building our numbers by adding 1 more. If I have 8 and I add 1 more, how many would I have? Let's check. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice job, kindergartners. I have 9, but what if I add 1 more yellow dot? How many would I have? Did you say 10? Nice job, kindergartners. This is our 10 frame. I want everyone to say 10 frame. We just built numbers using our 10 frame. What we're going to do now is we're going to play a game of flash or quick images. Remember, flash is when I show you something very quickly and you tell me what you see. Kind of like we did earlier with our warm-up with the dot cards. I'm going to flash you my 10 frame very quickly. I want you to tell me how many dots you see all together. How many dots were red? How many dots were yellow? Let's check. There were 6 dots. I had 6 all together. 5 were red and 1 was yellow. Get ready. How many dots all together? How many red? How many yellow? Let's see. I had 9 dots. There were 5 red and 4 yellow. Get ready. How many dots all together? How many red? How many yellow? If you said 8 altogether, you were right. I had the 5 red at the top and then 3 more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Get ready. How many dots all together? How many red? How many yellow? 5 altogether. I had 5 red and 0 yellow. So the top row of the 10 frame was full and the bottom row was empty. That represents 5. How many dots altogether? How many red? How many yellow? Let's see. Did you say 7? I had 7. 5 red at the top, and then 2 more. 5, 6, 7. Nice job, kindergartners. You're getting really good at this, so I think I need to give you a challenge. This time, I just want you to build the 10 frame and fill it with dots in your mind. You're going to use your imagination. So if I tell you that I'm going to take the 10 frame and I'm going to fill the top row with 5 red, and then I'm going to add 4 yellow. Build that in your mind. Did you build it? How many empty boxes would there be? Let's check. If I had 5 red and 4 yellow, I would have 9 dots. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dots. And if you said that I would have 1 empty box, you're right. Let's try another one. I want you to build this inside your brain. I'm going to fill the top row with 5 red, and then I'm going to add 3 yellow. How many would that be? How many empty boxes would that leave? Let's check. If you said 8, you were right. 5 and 3 make 8, and there were 2 empty boxes. Let's try another one. I'm going to fill the 10 frame with 5 red and 2 yellow. How many dots would that be? How many empty boxes would we have? Let's check. 5 and 2 make 7, and we would have had 3 empty boxes. I wonder if you can guess what the next one's going to be. This time, I'm going to put 5 red in your 10 frame and 1 yellow. How many is that? How many empty boxes would there be? Did you say 6? We would have 6. And there are 4 empty boxes. Nice job, kindergartners. Kindergartners, thank you so much for playing with me today. It's time to bring a family member to the screen. It can be anyone who's taking care of you today. Go ahead and get that family member and bring them to the screen. Today we did some work with 10 frames. One way to work with your kindergartner at home is to go ahead and make some 10 frame cards of your own, and you can play quick images or flash. That's where you show the 10 frame very quickly and ask your kindergartner what they saw. Another thing you could do is make a set of 10 frame cards with pairs. So for example, here's my 10 frame with the number 7 in it, and then I have another card that has a 7. And you could make pairs of these, make all the numbers 1 through 10. I have 5 and 5. You could take those cards, make your sets, your pairs, mix them all up and put them face down on the floor or a table. And then you and your kindergartner can take turns trying to make matches, kind of like the game memory or concentration. Another thing you can do with your kindergartners to help them is play Get Me. I'm going to move my camera so you can see a little bit better. So when you play Get Me, you take a pile of about 20 objects. I have counters right here, but you might not have counters at home. You could use pennies, you could use buttons, or you could even go to the kitchen and get some beans. How Get Me works is your kindergartner starts with a pile and you ask them to get you a certain number. So you might say, get me 7. So your kindergartner would use their fingers to touch and pull the objects away from the pile. So get me 7 might look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you would ask your kindergartner, how many is that? And hopefully that they'll say 7. If they forget or they don't remember, you can say, oh, go ahead and try again. A common thing might be if you said, like, get me 4, they might go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they might keep counting. That's why Get Me is a really important game. We spend a lot of time asking kindergartners how many something is. How many balls are there? How many dogs do you see? We talk a lot about how many, but it's also really important to play Get Me so that they know when to stop when they're counting. So that's starting with a set and then asking them to get you a certain amount of items. So you could play in the range of basically about 5 to 20. So you can pick any number in there, especially teen numbers can be really tricky for kindergartners. So that's really good experience to give them more experience with the numbers. Thank you so much for participating with me today, and I hope to see you again soon on our next lesson on KSPS. And in the meantime, if you are looking for more ideas and activities to work on at home with your kindergartner, you can go to the Spokane Public Schools Learning from Home website. See you next time.